What's going on, guys? It's Gene, and before we get to this owner talk with Devour Xan, who's a really dope, interesting dude, we did give away 5 battle passes in the last video, so here are the winners right up on the screen. If you won, we're going to shoot you a DM, so congratulations. And along with that, this series is supposed to be as real and as uncut as possible, so the goal going forward is to make sure everything I say and everything my guest says is real and completely genuine. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, obviously feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, dislike it and let us know what we could do better. We're also going to be uploading a new video every other day, so stay tuned for more dope content. Talk to you guys soon. Xan, I'm really happy to have you on. Essentially, I've already told you, but my goal is with this series, it's called Owner Talk. That's kind of a working title right now. But essentially, I want the people to meet the people behind brands. There's a lot of players that are recognized, but a lot of the times people like yourself and myself, don't really have a voice or even a name, because sometimes the player might, we're a bit overshadowed by the players. In your case, actually, it sounds like you're popping off on social media. You said you have 100K on TikTok?
Yeah, I have 100K on TikTok.
Holy,
Yeah.
Is that your main platform?
As of right now, yeah.
Wow, bro, that's actually amazing. TikTok is like the perfect place to grow. It takes one pop-off video and then you could literally be a hit. But okay, so my first question for you is, did you create Devour? Was it a group of friends? And why did you end up creating this gaming team?
So with Devour, yes, I created it. And why I ended up creating it is because, when Fortnite introduced mechs, I just didn't enjoy the game at all. And before Fortnite introduced the mechs, when Fortnite first came out, I was playing it from season 1. Literally, as soon as the first day that it came out, I was on it all the time, and I just loved the game. I just would get on and play. At the time, I was working a 9-to-5 job. I was in college, so obviously I wasn't playing as often. But when I actually had the time, I was actually competing for wins at the time, when there was no arena, there was no nothing. It was just whoever had the most wins is the coolest, I guess. And I had around 2,000 to 3,000 wins, and I was going head to head with Ninja. I was streaming on Twitch and then sometimes Mixer. I had a good average. Every time I stream, and people come into my stream, they're always like, "Oh, he just won this game, and he just won that game," and it would get reoccurring. I'm always winning the games, and people would watch it because I always drop high kill games. Like, I'd always go in doing solo squads or solo duos or just solos in general.
Yeah.
But the most popular thing at the time was solo squads, and I think I had like a 6 KD with like 2-3K wins and like 60% win rate or something. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And people just loved watching it. But then unfortunately, I was like young, I think 15, 16. I was young. I wasn't really thinking much of, Fortnite, because at the time I didn't really think Fortnite would become this big.
Yeah.
Nobody did. When Fortnite first was released, it just looked weird. And then when they added, graphics changes and stuff, it started to have potential. But I did stream and I did create content, etc. But then unfortunately everything got hacked, which was really demotivating.
Wait, what got hacked? What are you talking about? Fortnite or what?
No, my YouTube and my Twitch was hacked. And even my Discord server was hacked. So I had like a Discord with like 4 to 5K people. This was just me as a solo person. I don't remember what I had on Twitch, and YouTube I had around 20K, and I had a good average. I used to just post, just every single high kill game I have, and it was doing pretty well. But yeah, I just didn't take anything serious at the time. I was just one of those kids where it's just like, I just play the game. Yeah, I create content, but I had nothing secure, and somebody just took it like that from me.
Really? Wait. So, and how does this play into you creating Devour?
So how it played into me creating Devour is, I was still addicted to Fortnite. I still enjoyed and played the game. But when Mex was introduced, I just quit Fortnite and decided I'm gonna, create a team. Actually, a little back, when I was on my peak at Fortnite, I was getting offers from teams, the Instagram community teams. That's how I got introduced to it. But I was never taking anything serious. And then one day, some team offered me some cash and said, come play Fortnite for us, I guess. And but they were just taking clips that I was getting from Xbox. I forgot the thing what it was called, where you clip your Xbox things. They were just taking those clips and putting it on their Instagram and just clout farming off my name, but actually giving me no credit. The owner just treated me like shit, basically, and I just left. And as soon as I left, I created my own team, and within 2 days, because of my own success, it overtook his team. And that owner would always be like, "You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make it." And him doing that every single day to me was just motivation for me to do better than him. And then that's how I solidified my position as Devour, because on the come up with Devour, a lot of people have hated on us, or a lot of people have just not liked our growth. I mean, it's justified. If you see a team that's doing better than you in such a small amount of time, and you've been around for a year or two, you're gonna be pissed. I get it. It's jealousy, and that's what was happening, with Devour a lot. And it was just always going to be the motivation of, oh, okay, that team is talking shit. Cool. That's my motivation. I want to overtake you.
Yeah.
One after the other, after the other, after the other. We climbed the chain to be one of the top tier teams.
I respect that. And like, to be completely transparent with you, like, I have talked smack, like my fair of shit talk as well.
You were in Starving Hustlers.
Yeah, exactly. So like, the thing is about all this, and the reason I even want to hop in a call with you is because just because like I'm like shit talking or criticizing or whatever, it doesn't mean I don't respect the hustle. And there's a person behind every organization. And to me, like people have talked about us, like I criticize this and that, but at the end of the day, it's always best, in my opinion, to have a conversation with the person behind it. It's never like a direct attack at someone's personality or their identity. It's just, these are things like I don't like, whatever. But generally speaking, like that's what I like to hear. So you didn't do it in spite of anyone, but you use that, like, you use that, I guess, I guess that hate from other people to kind of build and grow.
Like there's been situations where people come to me like, "Oh, I'm surprised you haven't ended Devour." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Because of all the hate again." I'm like, "I don't care, bro. If you're a successful person in any industry, if you're a music artist, if you're anything, you're going to get hate. They're going to hate you no matter what. And if you succumb to their hate and you quit, you've just done what they want you to do."
But here's the question: why do they hate?
Why do they hate? Because they're below you. That's why they hate.
Dude, I agree. I think that. Well, I don't even think it's a fact. It's, remember the situation with us and Tfue?
No.
So pretty much like our players were. Tfue said that they were stream sniping him, and then two of our players got doxxed and got a bunch of hate. A lot of people in the comments like, "Yo, this team is ass. These players are ass." It's like, first and foremost, like, you guys are just spectators. You were not even able to get to this point, get to heats, compete at the highest level. You are just a spectator, and it's very easy for someone who's not even in it to have an opinion. But at the end of the day, I mean, really, honestly, like, those opinions are irrelevant. It's up to you, it's what you choose to make of it. So, like, I just don't understand personally. I get that it's insecurity, but shit talking just kind of feels weird to me, especially like if you're in a lower position in that way,
I mean, at the end of the day, like, so, with Devour, one of the most biggest things ever was when we got exposed is, okay, we shit talk people. Cool, we're in an industry where you shit talk. If you don't shit talk in this industry, come on, man, like, you're lying. Everyone shit talks. You're in a gaming industry where you're competitive. And if you're competitive, you're going to shit talk.
Oh, absolutely. It's not a question.
If you're passionate about your brand, you're going to shit talk another brand because you believe you're better than them.
Yeah.
It's not like you want to genuinely give them hate. Like you said before, it's competition. It's friendly competition. And at the end of the day, like now, a lot of these people that I've shit talked before, I'm a lot closer to everyone. I'm more friends with all of these people than other people. Like, it's weird because they've shit talked me for like a year or two, my enemies, and now we're close friends. We sit in calls for like 8 to 9 hours. Like, it's crazy. So shit talking, it's normal. Like, it's like you have a fight with your brother, your mom's gonna tell you off, you're gonna fall out with your brother for a day, the next day your brothers again. Families fight. That's how life goes. Family fight.
Yeah.
And no team can sit and say, "Oh, we're in the best team ever, there's no fights." You're going to fight. That's life. if you're around a lot of people all the time, you're gonna fight.
Absolutely.
If you're in a community all the time, and like, let's not be wrong here, Devour is always everywhere. We never stop the hype. Like, you see us on Twitter, you see us on Instagram, you see us on TikTok, you see us on Twitch, you see us on YouTube. We're always there. And obviously that's going to tick people off because we're always there. It's like when you see an advert, you always see the same advert. It pisses you off because you keep seeing the same advert. But at the end of the day, it's stuck in your head. You don't forget that. And that's how Devour stuck. People would hate. And it's like, oh, we can't hate no more. What's there to hate on? Oh, first, well, their video editors are shit. Their players are shit. It is, oh, now we have good video editors. Now we have good graphics designers. What are you going to hate on? They can't hate. As soon as I solidified, HyperX and Respawn Products and Vapor 95, me and my partners, we just work hard 24/7. And now people see that, they see we're hard workers, and then they see all these other people that were shit talking the whole time. They're lazy. They didn't have the same passion. They don't have a vision. They don't have a goal. And that's what makes Devour more successful than most, because we are very, very hard working. Like right now, I'm taking this podcast and I haven't slept because, why not? I'm just going to hustle it. I'm going to grind it. You guys can learn about Devour.
I would love
and
to,
at the same time, I haven't slept. So if I'm waffling, I do apologize.
No, you're good. But no, I mean, I respect the hell out of that. And actually something that I think is dope, AKA. So, they recently did that announcement where they released Bronos, I think, Bronos. You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Well, they pretty much announced that they brought on a big player, and they made an announcement video, and the video itself was cringy as fuck. Like, it was painful to watch, but at the end of the day, and I even commented this, I'm like, yo, this is cringy, but I respect it. Like, you know what? You guys are putting yourselves out there. You're trying something different. It wasn't perfect, but at the very least, these kids are putting effort in, trying to stand out, and they got hate for it. You know what I'm saying? But the more you do that, the more you learn from, this was bad, how could we fix this? The better you're going to get. I mean, like I said, we've known about each other for a long while now. I remember you had crappy thumbnails in the beginning. All the players were not the best, but over time, you're building a business. And the more experience you have, the more people you get connected with, the bigger it's going to get and the higher the quality is going to get. So I'm seeing that from you guys right now, to be honest.
And that's the thing, though. Like I mentioned before, a lot of people would have quit and just been like, oh, fuck this, I'm getting hate, I'm not going to go anywhere. Fuck that, man. No one cares.
Absolutely.
If you work hard and you show that you deserve to be in that position, people will respect you at the end of the day. You think of it like this. Devour right now is, okay, one of the top tier teams. And then tomorrow I could get a Drake investment. Now everyone's going to turn their heads and be like, that's the next upcoming team. Or tomorrow I could lose one of my biggest players. Oh, that team is ass. But what? Give me 2 weeks later and I come back and I get a Drake investment. It's going to go from, oh, I hate you to I love you. That's how this community works. Like, people need to understand you're going to turn people's eyes just like that.
Tell me about it, bro.
Industry works like that. It's children.
Yeah.
And with children, that's how they work. That's how they operate. You're going to meet children that don't have an ambition and they don't want to pursue it. Because, I've literally sat and spoke to people for 1 hour to 2 hours when I offer them and I say, yo, I see the potential in you. This. And they're like, oh, I don't want to do it. I want to just do this and I want to quit. And I'm like, all right, I put my time in. I'm not going to put more time in for you anymore. But that's another wasted potential right there. Guess what? 3 months down the line, yo, Xan, I'll be like, what's up? They'll be like, I regret my decision. I should have listened to you. It's like, bro, I told you from the get-go. Now I'm no longer interested. And there's a lot of situations like that. There's been situations where it's like, DV is so ass, I don't want to join. But now they're screaming, #Devourtheprey. But you've already burned that bridge with me from the past. You think I'm going to forget? I could forgive, but I can't forget.
No, totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it is because the kids are younger, and something that I think is like very important for a healthy community is positive streamers, essentially, like a positive influence in, like, from the stars themselves. Like, right now I think we're in a relatively good state where it's clicks, people like Ronaldo, Benji, and I feel like the community is still recovering from, I don't want to sound dramatic, but from, like, I don't know, streamers similar to Tfue, because I felt like the environment was very toxic back in the day. Like, I think there's a difference between shit talking competitiveness and toxicity. And I do think there was a point in time where, because of large influencers like Tfue being a very negative influence on the community, I think we're still recovering from that, and we're seeing the after effects of it. Because what other community like complains this much, shit talks people, griefs, you know what I'm saying? I think that comes from like the highest level. And I think in that case, that's the reason that people are so quick to get toxic, because a lot of the top streamers are toxic. Not so much anymore, but we did see it a lot in the past. Like, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, see, my best input on that is, unfortunately, if a streamer or a content creator has a shit ton of clout, and it could be in the wrong, yet there's a smaller creator who does the same mistake, the bigger creator could get away with broad light robbery, whereas the smaller creator is going to get cancelled and lose their career right there, which is BS. But that smaller creator doesn't just quit right there and get, with his cancellation, just stops right there. He could recover and he could come back. But a lot of people in that situation just quit like that and they're done. Like, there's a lot of situations that we've seen it, like FaZe Dobbs' situation. He said it multiple times. He's still going. He's still there.
So, I mean,
just how you handle it.
I'm seeing like your mindset is it's literally just never give up. So, and that's a really good mindset to have, obviously, especially, I mean, you're trying to build a business. You seem like you're really on the grind. So how did you develop that mentality?
How did I develop that mentality? So where I'm right now is a rough neighborhood where, everything around me is just, violence and just things that the average person wouldn't want to see. Life around me is just very dangerous, to put it that way. I myself was a victim of getting stabbed when I was walking home. So you just start to become tougher as you go around these sort of things. Especially with me, I learned from the hard ways. So, and now I teach people from my own, what's the word?
Experience?
My own experiences, correct. Such as, me getting hacked and not keeping everything secure. My mistake. I was stupid, I was young, and I was just not looking into the future. I was just enjoying the game. And then such as other opportunities where, it just, a lot of things like that happen. But,
I feel...
You just learn.
Yeah, I think you bring up a really good point. So, like, it's more... Sorry, it's mad loud outside. But, so... I'm with you 100%, and I think part of it is that because you've had these really, really negative experiences, personally, I'm on the same boat as you, because I've had this situation, not stabbing, but really bad things happen, and it gives you more gratitude for being alive, and for being given these opportunities. Like, dude, you live UK, I live in the US. We are the 1% of the 1%. Even if we're not multi-millionaires, we won the lottery, growing up in first world countries, in civilized communities, being able to have the opportunity to get an education, literally, create videos for YouTube. It's like, why, like, even if people shit talk, it's like, bro, I'm grateful to have this opportunity to even be able to have access to this technology. So that's how I feel personally, and it sounds like you're kind of on a similar wavelength as well.
Right, yeah. So where I descend from, I may not look it, but I'm actually Black African and Arab. And as a Black African / Arab, I do get a lot of racial abuse. Why? Because I'm Arab, the typical ISIS jokes, etc. I'm Black. You know how it goes with the Black jokes.
Yeah.
So it's just, I've been around so much negative that I've turned all my negatives into a positive. I just look at it like, oh, okay, that didn't kill me. I can keep moving. I can always keep moving. And me as an owner, I'm just wise. I'm very wise, and I look into the future rather than the present. I never look at the present, and I never like to sit comfortable. I'm always hardworking, and I always want to make sure every single hour, every single minute, I use efficiently. For example, like this podcast here, I've got a bit of free time. I could have gone to bed, been lazy, but why not give you guys the opportunity? It's all about helping people. It's all about being hardworking. It's all about, changing lives. With Devour, I've changed a lot of lives. With majority teams, they just get clout, build their team. With Devour, every single person that I brought on board had zero socials, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
But what made me different to everyone else is I learned YT algorithm, TikTok algorithm, Twitter algorithm, Twitch, etc., etc., etc. I learned all the social medias very quickly. I put my head down, studied. I've helped creators go from 200 subscribers to 200,000 subscribers, from 2,000 subscribers to 500,000 subscribers. Me, myself, recently went from 0 on TikTok to 100,000 in the space of 3 months. I'm just, you know, always studying and always trying to improve. And then with that, I mentor the people that are loyal to my team. And as you see with Devour, if you look at every other team in this community, no hate, but if you look at every team, they always leave. You look at Devour, the same people have been in the team for 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
Same people. Maybe we've had like 3 to 4 leaves, fair enough, but there's not join Devour, left Devour, join Devour, left Devour, join Devour, left Devour. Like I don't fuck with that. I want to be around a team to build it from the start till the end. That's my vision. I want to see myself with them. I want to do a lot more. I want to turn Devour into an empire. I don't want to just turn it into, oh, this is just a content team. I have so many plans, so many visions, so many connections. I just keep myself on a low. I like to work in silence. Also, a tip for people listening right now: if haters are throwing stones at you, collect those stones and turn it into an empire. That's it. Don't ever back down. Just always work. Hard work will pay off. No matter what, hard work will pay off. When I first started this shit, did it on a mobile phone, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, had nobody. I didn't even have the staff that I had now. For 8 months, I would sit for every single day, roster, Twitter, Instagram, on just a mobile phone, on literally this exact same mobile phone. Still got the same one. I just sit and work. I wouldn't sleep for a day or two. My mom would sit down to me and say, are you sure you want to do this? You know, you can go work a 9-to-5 job and do this and do this and do this. When I first began, for the first 2-3 months, I was working a 9-to-5 job, but guess what? I was unhappy. I don't like waking up early in the morning going to work. But don't get me wrong, I love waking up early. But I love waking up early and making myself productive. I wake up early, I go to the gym, I come back home, I focus on whatever's needed. But before, I was waking up early, going to a job I hated, come back home, I didn't like it.
Yeah. So what were you doing before for a 9-to-5?
Warehousing.
So a lot of physical stuff?
Right. But it just sucks. And something that I really dislike is working for people. I've never liked working for anyone, you know. Always like being my own boss. So that's why I decided to do this. And I was lucky enough because once COVID hit, it was just like everything was timed together. As soon as COVID hit and jobs just declined, I mean, where can I go? I don't have any options to go anywhere. And fortunately enough, I managed to get this opportunity.
You made this opportunity, it sounds like.
Well, correct. I did make the opportunity, but it's like, I more see it like I got lucky with this opportunity. What I'm a strong believer in is everything happens for a reason. Everything.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely and you know the way I see that as well. Yeah, bro, me and you have very similar mindsets. You seem a little bit more jaded, honestly. Like I'm definitely kind of like, I don't know. Like for me, I went through some stuff, but I mean, I feel like getting stabbed would really just make you a different person. You know, it's just like, all right, the world is not a nice place. So like right. In my case, like it's a very similar mentality, dude. It's, I don't know. It's pretty much exactly what we were talking about before. But yeah, I could tell that you really want it. And the thing about this, what you're doing now is it's not just... So a lot of people can go to school and get a regular job and that's totally fine. But there's this blueprint. You have to make it yourself. You know, you have to figure out what's right, what's wrong. And it's about the amount of effort you personally put in. You know, you're going to get as much out of it as you put into it. So if you're going to build a business just like this one that you're doing, why even half-ass it? You know, what's the point of not grinding 15 hours a day every single day? It's like, do you want to succeed later? Do you want to like waste time right now? So it sounds like you're just all in. And do you have any like, you know, projects kind of coming up that you could speak about? Anything like big?
I mean, since you brought it up, I actually do. You know, everyone watching right now on the 20th of, what is the month right now? On the 20th of March at 4 EST, tweet out Devour. No context, just tweet out Devour. I'm going to make Devour go trending. And on the 21st, I'm going to announce something huge. One of the projects that I've been working on for the past month, which I'm excited to release. It's going to be something very diverse, something that's not been done before. And I'm hoping that it goes down in history because I love to bring ideas to this community, which has never been done before. For example, Devour Future. It's a grinding system which is most unique to every other grinding team, I guess.
How so? What about Devour Future is unique?
Devour Future is so grinders just most grinders just grind and they just don't know what they're doing for a team. But with Future, they grind and they get ranked up from lowest to highest. So we notice you and we rank you in that. So we've had a lot of people go from the lowest rank to main team, or from lowest rank and climbed up to main team. So it just gives a lot of new grinders an opportunity to be seen. But it's not just that, it's just a good schooling system as well. So if you don't make main team, we also teach you how to become your own creator.
Wow. Okay. I didn't even know that. That's really awesome. So what, you guys have like a Discord and stuff like that, and they're...
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's really dope. Yeah, I mean, it really does sound like you're trying to change the game. But again, yeah, it's like, it's up to you. At the end of the day, what you're doing right now is up to you. That's why in this community, it does bother me sometimes when I just see people that are not trying, because honestly, it's like, you don't have to be here. You know what I mean? Like, this is the sort of thing, it's like, you have to grind. So if you're not going to fully be in it, what's the point? Just go do something else, or just play video games for fun. You don't like, a lot of kids get it twisted that because a lot of other people are successful, like a Click's made it big, now you want to make it big, but you're not going to put in the amount of effort he puts in. It's like, you don't have to do that. You could just have fun. This is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So in your case, when it comes to Devour, what are you looking for in a player?
What do I look for in a player? It's more of loyalty than anything. If you're loyal to me, I'll make sure that you end up successful. Period. I don't fuck with laziness at all. I do not like working around anyone that's lazy, and I don't like egotistical people because there's no need. Like, be humble. I've been surrounded around the majority of fame my entire life, but I'm still humble because I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a time period where numbers get to my head and I feel superior to other people, but then at the end of the day, when reality hits you and you lose everything, boom, you realize your ego wasn't worth it. You just lost a lot of friends for no reason, or potential friends.
Absolutely.
But if you're humble and easy to talk to from the get-go, people will love you, and when people love you, that's how you become successful quicker. If you ego people and you're successful at this current time period, trust me, in the future you will see your downfall and people won't support you. If you're a dickhead throughout your peak, people won't support you in the future. Some may get lucky, but at the end of the day, they will fall off. Notice how if someone is humble and successful, people will keep supporting them and keep going. PewDiePie,
Absolutely.
Great example.
Yeah.
Somebody that's egotistical, and then they just fall off. I mean, I can't think of a creator.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, like these dudes.
Right.
I mean,
they're still doing great.
Yeah, Logan Paul
have
specifically.
A lot of bad rep.
He that man is really grinding, bro. Like, he came back. I don't particularly like him at all, to be honest. I don't like either of them, but I do respect the hustle on those dudes, bro. Insane.
Like, Jake Paul is one of the most hated, or if the most hated on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I have to give him so much respect because he took boxing serious and he's a really good fighter. Yeah. From my opinion.
I don't wanna give any compliments to them at all, but yeah, I can't deny the fact that they both have been putting hella work in, bro. Like yeah, people talk smack, and what they did, both of them, is they're both kind of scummy, but at the end of the day, they're working with trends. They're seeing what works. They're experimenting with new strategies. I mean, Logan Paul made $5 million on an NFT. One NFT, bro. It's like he's got that mindset. He's got that, like, the grind never stops mindset.
Right.
But I will say this about ego. I kind of forgot what I was going to say, to be honest. But yeah, essentially, I agree with you. I don't think it makes any sense to have an ego. Oh, yeah, what's it called? For me personally, we don't even get crazy numbers as of right now, but in my phone, I write down notes very often. And, you know, pretty much every other day, I'll write down, you are no better than anyone else, so don't act like it. You know, just because you picked up a nice player or you have a really good YouTube video, it's like, yo, you are no better than anyone else, so don't feel superior. That's it. Like, the same way that you're describing it, because once it gets to your head, that's when things can actually like kind of fall apart, because you get a little bit overconfident, you get too cocky, you think you could never fail, and that's when shit falls apart.
That is correct.
So I'm with you on that, but I'm happy to hear that like you're actually grinding. And dude, this is why I'm happy to have you on, because before speaking to you, and plus, I don't follow Devour that deeply, but I see you guys around. Like, I would have had a different opinion previously. I would have just been like, it's just another team. It's just another this, another that. But, like, this is what I'm saying by there's people behind the brand that are making it pop off. You know, there's a reason you got 40K. It's not because, you know, every, 2 hours a day, you're like, let's post something on Twitter. It's like, no, what are you doing right now? Building a team, building players, like, making sure that you have the best roster, best editors. Like, that's what it takes.
With Devour, like the honest truth, reason why we're super successful, I wouldn't even say super successful. I mean, let me humble myself. Successful, but wanting to do more is we're very hardworking. Me, I'm literally always thinking of how to improve the team. Mitchell goes crazy on the Twitter, and anything that I need help with, Oasis goes crazy on the business side of things. So us as a package, we work like really well together. Rampage, don't get me wrong, as well, does amazing on the YouTube side. Me and him work together hand in hand. But what makes us work, you know, even better is that we all share the same knowledge, like not the same experiences, but they can relate to me and what I've been through. And you know, with that, I've just helped guide them along the way. You know, a couple of these kids probably would have never seen what I've seen, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just more of humble yourself, you know, and don't let numbers get to your head. Work hard all the time. Make sure that you use every single minute, every single hour. Make sure it's always efficient.
Yeah.
And you will see success.
If
not now, if not tomorrow, one day you will see it.
Dude.
Same with Devour right now. I haven't really seen success. I'm just going to call myself successful because I've overcome all my competition as of right now. Now the competition's gotten even more tougher because a lot more funding is coming into play, and you know, with a lot of people having funding, there's a lot more sharks. And you have to keep playing. It's like Fortnite, when you know the skill gap kept increasing. That's how it goes with this community.
Bro, that right there,
improving all the time.
Bro, that pisses me off more than anything. Is people get mad about the skill gap. Like, I was having this discussion yesterday. My buddies were talking. They're like, yeah, Fortnite's not the same because kids got too good. Guys, first and foremost, this game, it's a casual, or I'm sorry, it's a ultra competitive game disguised as a casual game. You know, this game, you have to have the best mechanics it's the hardest game to master out of any other game. It's so complex. It's so fast paced. There's so much to understand and learn. And I think it's just ridiculous that people think that the game got worse because people got better. That's the natural progression of a video game. And if you are not enjoying the game because you're ass, you have to get better. You know what I'm saying? Or stop playing. And I think that's a big part of it. I think kids are like making these excuses saying, oh, it fell off because now they could build. You got to learn how to build now too, dude. What do you think of Fortnite in its current state?
As a guy who loved playing Fortnite from the get-go, I'm just disappointed.
Me too. Deeply, deeply.
Why I say I'm disappointed is they used to listen to us and they stopped listening. They just stopped giving a fuck once they got their money. And it's just one of those days where it's like, this sounds fucked, but it's like, when are you going to end? Because I'm tired of it and I want to move on. Because right now, let's be real, a shit ton of people don't want to play this game, but they only play it because it gets views. But if the game dies out and something else gets views, everyone's going to that immediately. Nobody's looking back at Fortnite. Something else comes out and they listen to you and it's a great game, Everyone's going that way.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite is right now in that position where it's like, oh, we're nice and comfortable. I promise you one day someone will come out of nowhere and say, fuck you.
Yeah.
We are now in charge. Just like Fortnite did that to COD and every other game.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will do that to Fortnite because they're getting too comfortable. They don't want to listen to us. People
Bro,
are getting tired.
absolutely.
How many people have quit? You've seen Tfue quit. You see Cloaksy tweet. You see
Poach,
Ninja
72
quit.
hours, literally everybody, dude.
Everybody's quit. Like, it's just the same people. Like Ali A and Cypher PK still making content because they're getting numbers from it, but they don't enjoy it. I
And-
bet you that they wake up and they think it's a chore.
Yeah, and it's actually ridiculous because so I'd be happier if the game just got stale and it got boring and it died out, but that's not what's happening to the game. The game right now, and I was saying this to my buddies yesterday, this isn't Fortnite anymore. This is like some sort of bastardization of what Fortnite was originally. I mean, dude, in the season 6 intro, there's like 7 collabs. Dude, there's a whole story. It's like, bro, guys, this is not what Fortnite is. What they're currently doing, I can give you 85% guarantee is they're building out all these characters to make a movie. That's what they're doing, dude. To sell more action figures in real life and to sell more skins of Jonesy. Like, the game has become so deeply commercialized that it's lost its original essence. And you see that it's just an ad, bro. And you see it in, dude, like the different POIs. They got the Star Wars POIs. Now there's all these events. Like, back in the day, what I liked was, you know, they would do a collab, but it never interfered with the core game. Like, they would do LTM, stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, suddenly now the storyline contains Alien and Lara Croft and all these people. It's like, Fortnite is dead. Fortnite is dead. We're not going to get the original game back, but I think you're right. Because of this lack of care and neglect for the community, the moment a more impressive game comes out, I'm not playing this, bro. I'm not going to be playing this. We're moving on, so.
Right. Like, I came from, like, I'm a gamer. Like,
yeah,
most owners probably just don't game, and you know, people have that meme that owner is shit at games, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually really good at Call of Duty, and I was decent at Fortnite. And I came from Call of Duty and Overwatch. And Overwatch was one of those games where at the time it was popping. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
It was an amazing game. It got too toxic. And then they would reach out and say to Overwatch developers, please fix this situation. They didn't want to fix it. Guess what? They fixed it as soon as everyone quit.
Yeah.
Everyone left that game. And guess what? Fortnite launched at that moment. Everyone left Overwatch. Now Fortnite's here. Fortnite's in that same box as Overwatch right now.
Yeah.
Please fix your shit. Nobody's gonna, like, they're not gonna listen. Cool. Next game comes, we're gone. We're never looking back.
How would you feel about a revert?
Same thing. What do you mean?
Like, so my personal opinions on it is that the moment we hit chapter 2, that's when the game, like, it went to shit season 8 forward, but the moment we got a new map, a new lighting engine, like, got rid of FOV, that's when I felt the game fell apart. Like, do you feel like a revert would satisfy you, just going back? Like,
revert.
Yeah, to season 7, that's it. Just go back. Or is there more that needs to be done?
I just think, from my personal opinion, as me as a player, I just think it's time's done, bro. Like, I'll get on and play a little bit with friends, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It will never be the same. They fucked it too much. Like, this is me. I used to get on and play the game, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
They'd add some bullshit into the game, and I'm like, fuck's sake, they added bullshit into the game. Hopefully, but they'll take it out by Tuesday. You know when they took it out?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, they take it out or they nerf it. They listen.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I love this game. I play it, it's balanced, nice. But this is one thing Fortnite always does. They add something good, like they listen, then they have something else to fuck it up.
Yep.
All the time.
Every
and
single
it's infuriating. Time. And as soon as shit like the pump got taken out and the mechs were introduced, I was just like, I'm done, man. I don't want to play this game no more. They don't want to listen.
Yeah.
And then it was more of, how many times have you heard people like, oh, I wish the pump comes back, or I wish this is back, or this is back. The game is going to be so good. The game is going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
Season launches. This season is shit.
Yep.
This season is shit. This season is shit. And then it's been like 7, 8 seasons in a row. And you're like, how many more seasons am I gonna wait for this game to be good?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was patient. I waited a lot. I waited a lot of seasons for this game to get good, and then I reached the point where it's like, I'm done. Don't want to play this game no more. Don't even want to open it.
Yep.
I have it installed just for content, and I wish to God that the opportunity I can get out of that Fortnite box, I'm gone. I'm never looking back.
But that's the thing.
Like it anymore.
So when you say that, it's like, it's not, you don't hate the game. It's not the game, it's the developers. And because like the only reason you're so passionate and I'm so passionate is because the core game, the idea of it and the essence of it is amazing. There's nothing like it. So like this frustration that you're talking about, and I feel like maybe Fortnite doesn't understand, it's like when people talk all this smack and like give all this criticism and feedback, it's because they give a shit about your game. It's because they want it to be good because they understand the potential of it. And I don't know, maybe Epic isn't recognizing that, or maybe they just don't give a shit. But generally speaking, it's frustrating to know that potentially the greatest game of all time, in my opinion, is just being ruined because these guys are not willing to listen. And at the very least, if you really just want to know how to tune the game and make it better, all you have to do is get 10 content creators, 10 competitive players, and talk to them, collaborate with them, figure out how to balance the game and make it fun for competitive and casual. You know what I mean? Just, it's not that, maybe it is that difficult. I don't know, but I mean, it just feels like they've taken all the wrong steps. I mean, dude, the turbo build delay thing where they reverted turbo building for a week, remember that?
Okay, so comparing Overwatch to Fortnite. Before Overwatch releases a new character or releases anything new, what I loved about it is they give you a beta. They give people at least 2-3 days to try it out, and then they would review it to see of people's, opinions from it.
Yeah.
And if it's overpowered or if it's underpowered, they balance it, then put it into the game.
Yeah.
Love that. Fortnite was always using us as a beta, pissing us off. Then after a month or so, then they'll remove it. Then eventually they just stop caring and stop listening. I completely understand from their perspective that some people are too like weird and they're always going to complain.
Yeah.
And they got frustrated and they no longer want to do it no more. Get it. But at this point, when the whole community is complaining about something, fucking fix it, please.
Just,
They don't want to listen.
Seriously.
So they lost a whole lot. They lost like huge creators such as Tfue, Ninja, Cloaksy, Tim the Tap Man. All these amazing influencers you want to just get on after school or get on after college, and you just want to watch, eat food, watch with your friends, vibe, have a good time. The best era, Daquan, Hamlin's fucking myth.
Dude,
best
yeah,
era.
Absolutely. That shit was awesome. And I know a lot of people are still holding on to those memories because, I don't know, I mean, it's still possible. At the end of the day, like, we got to keep looking for new opportunities and kind of keep moving forward. But yeah, man, like, that's the thing. Fortnite really was amazing. And I think at the end of the day, it could always get back to it. But, the developers just really got to, like, take ownership and just understand that there were some mistakes. The community's not going to hate them if they just respond. But honestly, I feel like right now that's not something that's really going to happen. But
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, in any case, are there any other, did I already ask you this? Are there any other games you want to get into?
Any other games?
As an org?
As of right now, not really. But it's in the future. I love COD, so I want to get into COD and compete professionally myself.
Oh, wow.
Valorant, maybe. I just think it's too slow compared to CSGO. But we'll see. We'll see where the tunnel leads us, I guess.
I feel that. We just announced over the course of the past week, we've announced our Valorant roster. And, I originally wasn't super on board for Val, but the more I think about it, it makes a lot of sense if you look at it like Riot Games, League of Legends, right? They've created this, it's literally the biggest esport of all time. And in my opinion, it's more entertaining than any any IRL, traditional sports. So if they were able to do that with League, even if Valorant doesn't reach the levels of success that League of Legends did or is currently at, I think they're still going to really take care of the game and the community, and it's going to be around for a long time,
Yeah, exactly. Like Riot Games listens. I do agree with it. Riot Games is good compared to Epic, is it?
Yeah. They're not perfect, I'll say this, but at the end of the day, consistent patches, they do events. you know, recently they've been adding a lot of overpowered champions, but generally speaking, it's just not, it's still the game. Like when you play League of Legends, you're still playing League of Legends. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something League has done. I think their esports it's unmatched. It's unparalleled, dude. If we can get esports like that in Fortnite, where there's sponsors, where there's orgs, you know, where there's a roster of players on an org, oh, dude, that's what I would love because I'm a fan of esports. That's what I love. I don't know, man. It is frustrating though. I feel you on that. But in any case, so Val's probably, you're not really looking into it. It's more COD.
More COD, yeah.
I respect that. Do you have any COD creators right now?
No, not yet. Soon.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's bound to happen. I'm really excited to see, like, where do we go from here? You know, it's like, where do we go with games? Do we do we go like expand on the building mechanic? Or, you know, the crazy thing is to me, 4 years ago, no one would have had the expectation of building in a video game. You build your terrain, you build this, you build that. I'm wondering what is going to be the next step.
What do you mean?
Like, what is going to be the next game that offers an even higher skill ceiling, even more mechanical game, something that's never been done? I actually have an idea for a game, and you tell me what you think. So, do you play soccer at all?
Yeah.
So here's my idea. You can even steal it if you know someone who makes games. It's called FIFA Moves, and it's the idea of highly mechanical soccer, meaning, you know, the same way that you have to click 45 different million buttons to have different interactions in Fortnite, meaning edit, open this edit, open that edit. I think a really highly mechanical soccer game that's pretty much a 1v1 where buttons on your keyboard control like individual muscles of the character. So have you played QWOP?
Yeah.
It would be essentially QWOP, but like even more in depth, where by controlling all these different arms and muscles and legs and, you know, I guess different ways to kick the ball around, it just allows for a highly mechanical soccer game where you are fully in control of the character, rather than playing FIFA where you just move the stick and the guy spins. You know, you have to interact with every single muscle to make that happen. So I feel like that could be something sick.
I feel like though, I don't know how that would work.
I don't know how it would
like
work either, honestly.
It'd be too complex.
It would be too complex in the beginning. Like the same way that editing in Fortnite, like people didn't do it until like season 4. Like this is the sort of thing where people try it out, they might suck at it, but then over time you gain the muscle memory. Like, you know, the Mongrel Classic? Like that took a while. People didn't realize that until later, but essentially it'd be a similar thing where in this soccer game you have these super in-depth motions that you could make in order to make plays. So like over time kids develop like the skill to scissor kick and shit like that, and it's, you know, highly mechanical. My thing is highly mechanical, and I feel like it'd be cool in a soccer game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day it'll happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out who to talk to about that. I really want to make it because I think it'd be sick, but that's pretty much my idea on that.
It's a big reach though.
Yeah, I feel that. Do you play soccer in the UK?
I mean, I don't really play as of right now. I mean, if I go out with friends, yeah, but when I was younger, I'd always be in the park playing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what is I mean, I'm assuming daily life is a little bit different. Are you guys like more social over in the UK? Like you guys are out like getting breakfast and lunch and all that sort of stuff, or is it kind of just everyone's doing their own thing?
The UK is not how you guys imagine it over in the US. It's rough. It's more like keep yourself to yourself, basically.
Really? I've been getting into like, okay, I've been a big proponent of UK culture for the past like couple of years or so. Everything you guys do is the US originally. I feel like the UK was coming to the US for like advice on things and like how to dress and stuff, but now I feel like it's switched. I feel like people from the US are looking at the UK like that's where the big moves are coming from. Drill is gonna come here and it's gonna be mainstream. All I listen to nowadays is drill. I think drill is something I actually, do you know who Burial is, the UK dubstep artist?
No.
Oh, it's a little bit old school, but I realized like dubstep originated from the UK. Like clothes and fashion, everything is starting to, you guys are pretty much becoming like the culture, what is it called? The culture capital, and we're starting to feed into it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really dope.
Drill is actually based in Chicago.
Even UK drill? I feel like UK drill is kind of different though.
Well, UK drill is different, but drill in general was based from Chicago. We just ripped it off and made it different.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I had no idea. I mean, I feel like you guys did it better, in my opinion, personally.
I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but I feel like the UK drill beats are better, but Americans do have good rappers.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that. But I don't know. Generally speaking, I feel like you guys got something going on. I've also noticed when I talk to people from the UK, and I watch a lot of videos and get a basic understanding of like the people. It seems like you guys are more down to earth and grounded. Like here we have a lot of characters, and sometimes the way I describe it is that some people I talk to are caricatures of themselves, you know? They're not really them. They're like exaggerating who they really are. And I feel like when I talk to people from the UK, they're a little bit more grounded, more realistic, level-headed. Do you think like, is that based on the environment?
Yeah, it's a rough environment. For example, how do I phrase this? What I've noticed, like in the UK, is with Americans, people that I've worked with, I've noticed they're a bit more sensitive, a lot more snowflakes. But here, like, it's half the shit that goes on in this Twitter community where it's just like, a guy lost in a 1v1, cancel him, type shit. In the UK, like Twitter community, they would be making like, you know, like a Call of Duty lobby where they would rip into you and shit.
Yeah.
That's UK Twitter. That's UK like lifestyle. That's how we grow up. Like a Call of Duty lobby, how they used to be back in Modern Warfare 2. It's rough. You can understand. You can take a joke, even though there's a lot of homophobic jokes, yada yada jokes, racist jokes. You can still understand the joke, and you can, you know, move on with your day. As long as it's not affecting you, as long as it's not too far, you know, there's a line and you stay on that line. That's it, you know. That's how it is in the UK.
100%. Yeah, I think like I'm Jewish, so like, you know, people make Jew jokes against me, like anti-Semitic jokes, but I do it too, and it's like, I mean, it's not nice, but at the end of the day, like things aren't always about being nice. Like sometimes, like what people have to understand is, if you're just making a joke, I don't know. Honestly, it's stupid to even talk about because that's just not how things operate nowadays. People take things so literally these days. Like you literally cannot just be sarcastic or just mess around because people get offended. And I don't know. I'm from a foreign family, so we come from Ukraine, and the way I was raised was pretty much, you know, I didn't get the crap beat out of me every single day, but every so often I would. And if I said something wrong, like I'd get a slap on the mouth, all these sort of things. And those things made me appreciate like my parents. It's like, okay, you guys didn't just do that because you're mean. It's like you're teaching me lessons. And being with Americans, like being with American families, people are so nice to their children. And I've seen them almost like try to befriend their kids. It's like, guys, I'm not a parent, but it's not about being their friend. It's about being their guide and showing them how you should live.
My opinion is like giving them too much freedom is the problem. That's the problem.
Absolutely.
If you're not disciplined and you give them too much freedom.
Mm-hmm.
From my personal experiences, I've met a lot of stubborn people over there.
Oh yeah.
Where over here, like if you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. You can admit it. You know, and some people are a bit, you know, stubborn too, but it's not as common. As over there.
I think it's just perspective, bro. It comes down to perspective. Again, like I used to get annoyed. My grandma used to make me finish my dinner, like completely. Like even if I was full, she's like, dude, just finish this last bite or like I'm gonna hit you with the stick. Some shit like that. And it was annoying. I was like, Grandma, what the hell? But the older I get, the more I ask about their heritage and their like history. My grandma lived through a famine. Obviously, she's gonna make you eat the whole thing. It's like, dude, there was weeks on end where this chick was like 50 pounds and she should have been 110. You know what I'm saying? It's like that gives you perspective. So it's gratefulness. It's what we talked about before. I feel like here, because life is so comfortable and life is so easy, sometimes people lose perspective and forget just how lucky we are. Dude, when you turn on the shower, if you need hot water, you just turn a knob and it's there. You don't got to do anything. There's countries where people have to walk miles to get water, and even then it's going to be cold and salty. I want to travel one day. My goal is with this team, you know, it's not that I want to make a lot of money, but I want to be successful in order to use my wealth to help out. Like I want to help reform public education in my country personally, but I also want to help build education centers in other countries because education is so goddamn important, bro. And I've had teachers that were so ass and so unfulfilled in their jobs that it made me want to literally be a teacher. I'm like, dude, that's what I want to do personally. Do you have any like experiences like that you want to achieve in the future?
What do you mean?
Like, is there anything, once a gaming team is successful and popping off and you guys are doing your thing, you know, is there anything else you want to do, you know, once you become successful?
Once I become successful, I want to just keep, you know, building brands, keep changing lives, keep, you know, it's whatever, like, as soon as I hit that position, it's just, I'm always going to look for something to keep improving, or if not, to invest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always going to want to keep my money fluctuating and keep moving and keep it, you know, keep growing.
Yeah.
But my main priority is my family, you know. I'm a huge believer in my family coming first in everything, no matter what. You know? Yeah. And I want to make it, and hopefully my family's around to see everything, and I want to give them everything that they've always dreamed of. For example, my dad's wanted a favorite car, and my mom's wanted a house, and I want to give them that before they pass away. So that's just whatever they want, I want to give them back to them, because they've been by my side the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have parents that stuck with me from, I mean, I wouldn't say the start. As a child,
mm-hmm.
I went through a lot of roughness, so I was not with them as much.
Mm-hmm.
But as it hit the like 14, 15, I got lucky that they made up and that they built, you know, together,
mm-hmm.
a stronger relationship, and then, you know, they became the best parents I could ever ask for.
Yeah.
And without them, I wouldn't be anything. And, you know,
mm-hmm.
I'd love to just pay them back everything that, you know, they've helped me with. Even with this right now, any other parent would kick you out and say, you know, I don't believe in your dream, you know. But my mom always told me, follow your dreams, follow your passion. I'd always have situations where it's just like, I'd sit down to my mom and I'd be like, Mom, I feel worthless. I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what to do. Because she's always just like, after I finished school, she was just like, what are you going to do now? Because I finished school. I finished college. I got my grades. I got really high grades. I got exactly what she wanted. But it was just like, what am I going to do now, Mom? She's like, oh, I want you to go work a 9 to 5, yada, yada, make some money, get married, yada, yada. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to be real with you, though. I don't want to live an average life. I want to go all in with my life. And I want to die trying, bro. Like, I don't want to live an average life. Like she told me, her dad was a huge impact in her life, and he impacted a lot of other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I was named after him for a reason. And unfortunately, I was born on the same day he passed away, so I never got to meet him. But she obviously named me after him for a reason.
Exactly. Like, literally, like you just said, everything does happen for a reason, and I believe that as well, to be honest. I think we should start wrapping this up because we've been going for about an hour, but I do want to give one last sentiment, which is I'm with you on on everything you said. And, you know, last night I was driving home from one of my buddy's houses, and, you know, I was thinking about being successful, succeeding, and then I started thinking about getting old, and I'm like, man, like, you know, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna be old, my arms are gonna hurt, all this sort of stuff, and I kind of got down. But then I start thinking about the fact that we do have this very moment to make life exactly what we want it to be. You know, you can listen to your parents as much as you want, and your parents could give you guidance, but at the very end of the day, you have to make your future for yourself. It's up to us. Yeah. It's not up to anyone else. And when I think about growing old, I always think it's gonna, you know, it's unfortunate that things have to go away, but the reason I felt that they were unfortunate is because I was so happy at the very moment. I was like, dude, I'm so happy with what's going on. I have my life in my hands. I completely control my destiny. And for me, it wasn't the sad thing about getting old. It's that at some point, you know, I won't be able to continue, you know, developing and growing. But at the end of the day, I think that's life. And that's why I, again, am just so grateful for what I currently have. And that's why it sounds like me and us, we're on the same boat about this. It's like, that's why right now is the time to grind. Right fucking now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. At this very moment, that's all you got. So you got to make it count right now.
Right. So to wrap this up, basically, you know, I want this to be on video, no matter where it goes. I don't care. But before I leave this earth, I want to leave a mark. I want to leave a legacy. I want to make sure that I've changed people's lives. I want to make sure that, you know, someone out there who's seen this video is impacted by this and seen I came from nothing to where I am now. I'm not even anywhere far. Still got a long, long way to go. But use me as inspiration. I'm someone who's in the hood, lived a really rough life, had so many negatives, so many things that I wish I would have never seen. I wouldn't even wish upon my enemy. I've gone through so much in life, but I'm still going strong. You know, a lot of things that I've been through would shock people, you know, and a lot of people would give up on themselves because of what they've seen or what they've been through. I've been through, you know, I do have depression and I am bipolar, but at the end of the day, I've still got goals, and my goals are to make sure I give my family exactly what they want, their dreams. I want to leave this earth as, you know, a legend, and I want to make sure that the next person that sees this and is inspired does the same, so on and so on.
Devour Xan, thank you so much for taking part in my show. I'm actually really excited to put this interview out because this was really eye-opening. So I appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, man, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm really happy we had this call because I've gained like a newfound respect for you and your organization.
I appreciate it.
Fucking awesome, bro. All right, I'm ending that recording, bro. That was